Hello, welcome to Henri's Coffee Bean. What can I get started for you? Can I have a small black coffee with steamed oat milk and 2 stevias? Is there anything else you would like? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your train of thought or make you feel uncomfortable, but I couldn't help but notice and sense that maybe what you're looking for you can't find on our menu, or that what you need isn't going to be found in your feed, and that you are looking for something and craving something a little more satisfying for the heart, mind, soul, and spirit.
How did you know that?
It's a gift and a curse. Where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. My name is Brett Kemp, and I'm the owner here at Henri's Coffee Bean, a place I designed and created for people like you and me. Isn't this just a coffee shop? That it is, but it's so much more. Let me quickly explain. Robert Henri was a boy with the dream who came from Ohio just like me. And I had the privilege of reading a book he wrote called The Art Spirit, which changed my life forever and was the idea and inspiration behind this magical place. What makes this place so magical? I'm so glad that you asked. Essentially, what I deeply desired and dreamed was to create a community where everyone was included. Teachers, thinkers, speakers, dreamers, artists, and everything in between. A place where we could speak our mind through verse, prose, poetry, music, and rhyme. Or say nothing with words, but speak volumes with paintings, sculptures, or anything we found beautiful, authentic, and unique. I'm actually about to do some spoken word poetry, and remember, here, it's not about right or wrong, good or bad. It's about shining a light on our deepest passions, challenges, concerns, new ideas, or simply just sharing in an experience. We would love to have you if you'd like to join us. You know what? I'd love to. Excellent. I'm so glad you want to join us today. Please go take a seat, enjoy your delicious coffee, and I'll see you out there. It was a pleasure meeting you. Hello, all you beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember that you are beautiful, you are special, you are talented, you are unique. There is no one in the world like you. You are enough, and you deserve love and belonging. Okay, the title of my poem today is called Gold Crusted Bowl. I hope you enjoy it. According to MIT, by 2040, there's a good chance that society will possibly crumble and collapse. With growing demand for innovation and technology to catch up with our depleting resources and relentless needs, fueled by an indoctrinated American dream like exploding stars falling into our laps. Population, industrial output, food production, and pollution are some of the things that they are tracking and taking into consideration to make these predictions for our future. But I think that these things are only expressing external realities, but are missing the deeper meanings for how we should shape our humanity and culture. And the bigger issue and problem we face, even beyond the effect and toll capitalism could or has had on the outside world, is how the ideology comes from a misguided belief of how we define our own worth, value, and how our life can contain meaning. I'm not here to talk about good or bad or right or wrong, for my mind can't see the world around me or place human beings into separate houses and boxes with black and white curtains like filters over our own prejudices, blind spots, and projections. The real question is, who do we want to be? And obviously, capitalism is a much better choice than feudalism. But just because one is better than the other doesn't mean that we found ourselves in the most ideal situation. Capitalism, by definition, lives and dies by profit and profit alone. And the only way to make more profit is by reducing prices or finding cheaper labor. But what is cheaper than the enslavement of certain places and races who already live on unlivable wages? But hold on, before you stop listening to my words, again, let me say, I'm not here debating one over the other. What I'm trying to say is that if we allow ourselves to be okay with the fact that some go with barely enough food, water, clothing, or shelter and sleep on the ground in the snow and in the rain, then don't you see that eventually the separation between the haves and have-nots will be so extreme that the ones on top will be drunk on money, power, and greed, which are as addictive and fatal, like when Purdue Pharma tried with corruption, manipulation, and lies to destroy millions of lives for their bottom line. The choice isn't just about which way to structure or design a society or community to ensure that the system works for all included. No. We must ask ourselves, why are we arguing about the value or profitability of a company over the value of a human life with a price tag attached to its name, while the people pulling on the strings in the wings we can't see are actually their own imprisonment? Living in a dog-eat-dog world with their hands super glued to their gold-crusted bowl of dog food, only enough for them and not enough for you. What it boils down to is like a pot filled with cherries that eventually is reduced into a dark red of all those who have unknowingly, eternally bled from having it all, only to be left with a hunger and need that can't be filled with anything. And then life becomes so boring when you can have anything you desire, which is why Bezos had to shoot himself into space from the void and death of his own humanity he can't face. But the point I'm really trying to make is no matter what you believe, the issue isn't socialism versus capitalism. It's the untraceable system dating back to the medieval times, riding along inside the Industrial Revolution, baby boomer, millennial, or Gen Z existence that says you can never have enough. Look out for yourself and don't worry or concern yourself with how your beliefs, actions, and behaviors affect everyone else. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Please remember that here inside Henri's coffee bean, we know that empathy, equality, and inclusion is the only way to move us forward in our human evolution and come together and help one another and realize we're actually all sisters and brothers, and that the space between you and me is actually an invisible field of energy connecting everyone and everything you see. Peace and love. Bye.